All right, brother. I'm welcome you to my podcast. This is the Awkward Beginnings podcast. Awkward beginnings is like a metaphor for like a rough childhood. You know what I'm saying? That you overcame from like a rough childhood. Give everybody your social media handles and how they can get in contact with you, your Instagram and everything.
Right now, you can get in touch with me on YouTube. Just type in Trey Jose, and the rest of it, I guess we'll post it on here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, you've been out not even 2 months yet, man. You've been setting the internet ablaze. You've been in the day room. You've been over there with OG Hockley. Is that his name? OG Hockley. Loyalty was it Royalty for Life? You've been all over the internet so far, man. And where'd you pick up this? Where'd you pick up your media training so far, man? Because it seemed like you got that media training down packed already.
Be honest with you, man, I just came home. I did 17 and a half years, and
Hmm.
I just walked into it, man. It's my first time doing any of this. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I just got out, did 17 and a half years in prison.
Hmm.
Before that, I was out like 18 days, and I did another little prison, 3 year sentence. So I've been gone since I was 19. You know what I'm saying? By the time I got out here, shit, all this shit it was already hurt. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, CEO Hockley, OG Percy, uh, Loyalty 4L. You know what I'm saying? Like they
Shout
was
out to all of
already
them.
they was already setting everything up. You know what I'm saying? Putting me in this type of lane right here.
Yeah, and they did a good job, man, spreading your name around, getting you all around Texas, all in the Texas market. Have things seemed a little strange though? Like since you've been out, have things seemed a little strange since you went in? Like it's been
And
has it
everything
been
everything is different, man. Everything is different. The technology, like I say, before I went to prison, I was never on anything. You know what I'm saying? In the lifestyle we was living, like everything was different. You kind of just want to keep that to yourself. You know what I'm saying? At that time when it was going on,
right?
like me just getting out, checking everything out, going
Hmm.
to the stores, all that self checkout, all that shit. I'm still getting the hang of it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All this shit new to me. You know what I'm saying?
And
Everything done advanced.
did have anything you seen online let you down yet, as far as like the 2026 gang members and stuff like that? Are they like do they kind of got you scratching your head? Because I know you had to have seen some of the weird stuff going on online by now.
Yeah, it's definitely different. Back then when I was coming up, everything was segregated. So
Right.
I'm from the south side of Fort Worth, from the
Hmm.
bottom. You know what I'm saying? We had five deuces, four trays over there mainly. And we stayed in our little area. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't nothing too much mixed up. You wouldn't see Bloods hanging out with Crips, really. You wouldn't see none of that. You know what I'm saying? Everything was segregated. Um, Shit, I got out this time. It seemed like everything that advanced. Everybody trying to get
Hmm.
them some money. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Everything that advanced, man. It took me a little while to get the hang of it as far as prison. You know what I'm saying? It took a few situations for me to even expand my mind to consider going trying to do any type of networking. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
after a while, it's what made sense. You know what I'm saying? If everybody trying to elevate or advance, you know what I'm saying? Like it just seemed like common sense. You know what I'm saying? It's just a respect thing, respect level. As long as there ain't no disrespecting going on, I mean, everything should be good.
Man, so far I've been seeing you. Like I say, I've been seeing you all over the Texas media. How the heck did you get tapped in with the people out here? Remember, I was telling you I hit my boy, and he hit me back like in 2 minutes. Like, oh no, he's certified. How'd your
Oh
name
man,
get so known out here already?
I mean, Insane came from California,
Right,
if I'm not mistaken, like in '89. Uh,
right.
like I said, I'm from the south side of Fort Worth. Back then, we was like one of the only Hispanic families over there. It was a black community. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? But they took me in when I was little, man. I got put on the set, got put down for Trey Gaines Crip. 'Cause, you know what I'm saying? They took me in when I was little, man. Got put on the set, got put down for Trey Gaines Crip. 'Cause, you know what I'm saying? They took me in when I was little, man. You know what I'm saying? They took me in when I was little, man. And like shit, when I was coming up, man, I felt like they gave me a chance. Like I said, I ain't seen no Hispanic Crips or anything. So by the time the lockups started, going to juvenile, TYC, to the TDC prisons, like all I had to present is what I knew. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the dudes gave me a chance, so I just kept it like that. And it didn't matter what it was looking like or in my mind frame, what I looked like going to the penitentiary and allowing somebody else tell me, hey, you can move like this, you can't do this, or you gotta run with them. Like shit, everybody bleed the same. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And like we doing this shit in the world. So it's like the violence, like shit, that was the easy part. You know what I'm saying? And shit, I just kept it simple, man. Kept it simple to my understanding. I know you couldn't go wrong with the basics. You know what I'm saying? And it ended up paying off at the end. You know what I'm saying? It ended up paying off, man. Came out, uh everything it be showing me a lot of love out here for Fort Worth. Or, you know, I still had some of the homies like when I was locked up, sending money, giving money to my mom and stuff. So I never had no reason to look down on nothing. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everything, the upbringing, uh, everything, man, because it taught me how to survive in any type of environment. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So it worked hand in hand.
Right.
Uh,
What all prisons did you go to? I know for we all know about Ferguson for you being on the Ferguson Chronicles, but let them know all the prisons that you went to. You know what I mean?
okay, when I was 19, um, they sent me to Cofield unit. That's like one of the biggest. That and our red units, like kind of, I think the biggest, if I'm not mistaken. I went down there when I was 19. By the time I turned 21, I think,
Hmm.
or finna be 21, I got G5. Uh, and they sent me to Give Lewis unit.
Right.
So I went over there. I was G5, which is like a some type of disciplinary thing where they keep you locked up like 23 hours, 22 hours a day type thing. So we had like a little situation on the rec yard over there on January the 13th, 2008. Uh, they called it a ride. It really was like a little 3-on-3, three Crips and three Bloods.
Mm.
We squabbled out there. The Laws got involved, shot their gas, and they say I had started it. And shit, they segged my ass January 28th, 2008. And I ended up going home from SIG in 2008. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? And like I say, I got out, went straight back home, straight back to the streets, same hood, and within 18 days, I was back locked up. They gave me 28 more years. You know what I'm
Shit.
saying? At this time, see, the feds had came to Fort Worth in 2007 and
Hey, is
tried to
that
fire. Yeah, they
not to break you up? Was that I heard a story about like the fish bowl, like the fish bowl indictment out there, and
uh I'm not
was that
sure.
the
Yeah, see, that was another situation. I'm not sure
okay?
really what year that was. I'm not even sure, man. But I know in 2007 the feds came down there and they
Hmm.
tried to file a lawsuit on Folk Trade Gangsta Crips as an organization and
Shit.
start setting up gang injunctions to where like you can't walk together 2 or 3 deep, you go to jail for up to a year. They was come hitting the parks where we used to have our trade days at. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So this was in 2007. I got out in 2008 in the midst when it was still kind of tense. So they was trying to make an example out of everything. You know what I'm saying? And I had caught that case. It just so happens I went to these individuals' house, you know what I'm saying, when the dude wasn't home, you know what I'm saying? But they let me in. I was gonna hit the dude. So shit, when he wasn't home, like I said, I was confused, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't know these people. They told me come in and lock the door. Shit, I
Yeah.
came in and asked for the dude. They say he wasn't there.
Dang.
So they told me when they say he wasn't there, I'm like, shit, what y'all let me here for then? They're like, man, we thought you want some weed. So it was a weed house. So
Damn.
I ended up drawing down on him, you know what I'm saying? Told everybody to get on the floor. And really I went in there bareface. So I really wasn't trying to do no dry run. And me being
Hmm.
from the streets, man, I'm thinking like it's a weed house. Like them niggas can't call laws on me, you know what I'm saying? So I told him my name before I left. I said, man, when nigga get home, tell the folks that Jose came by. I'm gonna be on Hatter Street waiting on the nigga.
Man.
And shit, that nigga baby mama called the police, told the laws what I said, but lied and say I took some money from him. You know what I'm saying? So like The next morning, the gang unit, they knew where I hung out at over there at the head of the store. Shit, they jumped out on me early in the morning when I went to the store. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, it was in the midst of that, them trying to make an example with the little folk trait thing they had going on. You know what I'm saying? The feds and shit. So
So,
they
so
knew it was a
basically,
bullshit case.
basically you was the perfect candidate for that, right?
Yeah,
For
yeah.
that
They
situation.
gave me 28 years. And then me going to the county jail and tripping and assaulting the laws and shit like it didn't make it no better for my situation. They kept
Mm,
skipping my court date. I ain't go to court for like about 8 months. You know what I'm saying? They had something called a red suit. It's where you got a red jump on. You supposed to have it on for 60 days. I was in that bitch 9 months. You know what I'm saying? So they just kept skipping my court date. And by the time I know it, 18 months later, shit, my attorney pulled up talking about they want to go to trial. We're going to trial next week. You
damn.
know what I'm saying? So what it was, I guess one of them people that caught a case and they worked the deal out with the city, you know what I'm saying, to testify on me, get on the stand and shit. So by the time we went to trial, you know what I'm saying, I went down there and man, it was about at least by like 4 people testified on me. The gang unit from Fort Worth, you know what I'm saying, testified on me. And when they asked me to take the stand, I told them I wish to remain silent. I wouldn't take the stand. So they found me guilty in like by 2 hours. Gave me 28 years. You know what I'm
Whew,
saying?
man.
So me going back to prison, that's when I end up on Ferguson. You know what I'm saying? I end up on
Mm,
Ferguson, did 7 years over there, went to Beto unit for 4 months, got saved again. That's when I started kind of getting moved around. Like stayed in SIG, Red for a year, Hughes unit SIG for a year. Got out, got shipped to Smith, got saved again in 2021. Back to Red, and they released me on that unit. You know what I'm saying? I just started working my way. By the time I knew it, back then I wasn't thinking about going to the house. You know what I'm saying? They talking about pull 14 years before you see parole. Shit, I couldn't even see that far.
yeah, that
So
was a long ways away.
I ain't give a damn. Like however I woke up that morning, this type of day we was gonna have. You know what I'm saying? But by the time I looked up, going to SIG and getting out of it, I realized that 14-year mark was up.
Mm,
So that's when I was like, damn, I can go home at any time now. You know what I'm saying? So that's
yeah,
when I started trying to push different. You know what I'm saying? Trying to move different. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, cause shit.
That was gonna be my next question. All right, hold on. One thing I wanted to know was like in California, they said like in the '80s, the Crips and the Bloods, the Crips outnumbered the Bloods like 11-2 or something like that. Was it the same thing like that out there in Texas?
No, not really.
So it was pretty
Not really. I
even.
mean, it was a lot of Crips, but I remember it being a lot of Bloods too at one point in time. You know what I'm saying? To where, yeah, I remember it was just packed, man. It was like on Ferguson especially. It was always like a tense situation. You know what I'm saying? It was more like a gangbang unit to me. Like
Mm,
I say, me leaving Ferguson, I kept getting said for shit that I wouldn't even got in trouble for on Ferguson. So
mm,
it took for me to try to adjust. I started realizing like, damn, they just gonna put my head right back behind the door 2 years at a time. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't the same. And for you to try to make it like that, they just gonna put your head behind the door. They got
yeah,
some motherfuckers been back there 8 years, 18 years. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at motherfuckers dying back there. Like so shit, my common sense told me like shit, well, you want to be behind the door, like some niggas behind the door because they have problems with population. So they ain't tripping about that being behind the door. They get to be peaceful, you know what I'm saying? Me, shit, I ain't had no problem with population. I was trying to go back, walk around, you know what I'm saying? And
right.
shit, yeah, I had to like just kind of set my mind to just kind of being quiet back there, working out, and just talking to very select people. You know what I'm saying? Because you
Right.
never really know who behind that door, man. You know, some of them dudes just they'll tell you anything, but if you don't just know them or know who they link to, then
Hmm.
you're really not sure. You know what I'm saying? So it's best to just kind of set you some goals, some plans, and move like that. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way you're gonna win. That's the only way you're gonna advance about that type of situation. And
Right.
shit, like I say, man, it just end up working for the better. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I'm out here now. You know, so a lot of people they probably thought I wasn't even gonna go to the house how I used to act. You know what I'm saying? But shit, it all worked hand in hand, man. Like I say, I really don't regret shit. Uh, I learned I learned from all this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I just kind of like even out here, I be looking at this shit. No, I'm from Fort Worth. I moved out here by Houston, and just looking at everything,
What's
it's
the
the
difference?
same.
What's the difference between Fort Worth and Houston? Do you see like does it is what like as far as like the neighborhood where you stayed at? Is it is it a lot cleaner out there in Houston? Like what's the difference?
Yeah, it's more wide open out here, man. Like it's bigger. It's big out here, and it's plenty of opportunity out here. You know what I'm saying? And I don't live directly in Houston. I kind of stay on the outskirts and
Right.
kind of good vibe and good neighborhood. So
Yeah, because I seen
one
you was out
thing,
there with the horses and stuff like that.
yeah, that was
Like
my
by
first time, man. My father-in-law, that's my girl horse. They got horses
yeah,
and shit. You know what I'm
damn, man,
saying?
that's cool.
So that was my first time. I was like, fuck it, I'm finna ride that bitch. I see my girl. They say she rode it. I'm like, man, I gotta get on that bitch. You know what I'm saying? I gotta try that shit out. And
Man, I heard that.
yo, but like over here, going to these apartments, like in this environment, you ain't gonna see niggas hanging out in the breezeway and shit.
Right,
You ain't gonna see niggas hanging out in front of the store and shit. Versus Fort Worth, like where I come from, it's gonna be niggas in front of their hood store. It's
right.
gonna be niggas in the breezeways and any type of apartment complex. You know what I'm saying? And niggas be lurking. You know what I'm saying? Like
Does that
I
make it better? Does that make it better for you, like trying to get your mind in the right state of mind? You know what I'm saying? Like, you just
yeah,
getting out.
definitely.
Yeah,
Most definitely.
that's cool, man. You been back to Fort Worth since you've been out?
I passed through Fort Worth coming to her, you know what I'm saying? But like I say out here, I only talk to select people that I already know. It might be people from the penitentiary, you know what I'm saying? And like I say, they be showing me love out here, man. They be pulling up on me, or you know what I'm saying? It's good. Like right now, I'm on leg monitor. I couldn't
Right,
go nowhere today. You know what I'm saying? Your individual came over there. He just went outside, but you know what I'm saying? They pulling up from Southwest Houston, a little bit everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So, but I don't let everybody know where I stay at either, though. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
smart. That's
I
smart
gotta,
too. That's
I gotta,
smart
you know
too.
what I'm saying? Know who I'm dealing with.
Right,
So, cause like I say, man, back then I really wasn't thinking about nothing, nothing but myself. You know what I'm saying? Whoever got hurt in the way, I mean, shit, I wouldn't think about this shit. But like right now, it might be some people see me and probably still think I'm in that same mind frame. So that I don't know how they feel right now. But at the same time, I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I just got to be careful. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here and shit. I don't just go
right.
lurking and shit. You know what I'm saying? I know they got cameras everywhere. I know everything is different. So for me to try to move how I was moving 17, 20 years ago, I'm gonna just play myself out of pocket. You know what I'm saying?
Right. They say being institutionalized is just it's a state of mind. Or do you see yourself slowly losing those institutionalized habits, like getting up early, doing your workout, and little stuff like that? How do
Oh,
you?
I still get up early. I still get up early. And one of the first things I'm gonna do is start cleaning, organize
Yep,
shit. Like
yep,
in prison, I used to do that and start sorting my thoughts out at the same time. You
hmm
know what I'm saying? Like it's just kind of like I said, I take my time with everything, man. I try to think things through. You know what I'm saying? Like before I walk into a situation, I kind of look at it and kind of see what can happen before I even step into it. You know, it's
right.
on me right now. I get to choose now. I get to choose what I'm gonna do because I know better. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
I make
do
my
you
own
think
decisions
prison
now.
makes a thinker out of? Did you think prison made a thinker out of you?
Oh, most definitely. Most
Yeah,
definitely.
that's good, man. It's because it seemed like you're making some good decisions right now, as far as what we see on YouTube so far. You getting out, you trying some things that you possibly didn't try before you went to jail. You know what I mean? Um,
Yeah.
what I was going to ask you too is, have you been seeing Charleston White online? Have you been seeing like the crazy stuff he been doing online? How do you feel about that?
Man, I mean, I don't feel no type of way, man. Like everybody's their own person. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Everybody got their own personality. You know what I'm saying? So like, I mean, if that's him, that's him. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I mean, I really can't speak on you know, he his own man. He done made his own way. You know what I'm saying? So like, who am I to even talk about anything? You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, I just
I
got
feel
out
you.
here. You know what
I
I'm
feel
saying?
you.
But back to what you were saying earlier, I forgot to elaborate on the homies from the land over there from Cali,
Right.
man. It felt good talking to them folk trade niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
but
And I'm glad I was able to hook that up too, man.
yo, like I say, my big homies, man, they been back and forth. So I done
Right.
talked to a few of them on three way when I was in prison, and by me being a only Hispanic, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it's everything was already linked up. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't hard to find out. Like, you know, people can get on her and say whatever, but it ain't hard to find out. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah,
not hard to
you
find out.
like I said, man, I threw your name out there on the fish line and they hit back in like 2 minutes. Like, no, he's certified, bro, certified. Tell
Oh,
him to holler at me. You know what I mean? So
that's straight up.
that tells a lot about a person. You know what I mean? You've been in jail for 17 years. You know what I mean? But hey, yeah, I like what you're doing so far, bro. As far as your channel, you have a professional way of telling your stories and laying them down. You know what I'm saying? Laying your stories down and always having a ending, a perfect beginning, and it ends out. You know, ends out perfectly too. You know what I'm saying? And
Oh,
um, a lot of people like it. You can see it in the comments. You know, and everybody's waiting for the new episodes to come out and stuff like that, man. So, man, you ever thought about writing a book?
man, it's crossed my mind in prison, but like I was always busy, man. I was always busy. I figured
Hmm.
that there's people in the free world out here that do that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You might could tell your story and they write the book. So
Yeah.
that's what I was told. So if somebody was to pull up like that, I'll be considering it. You know what I'm saying? Somebody just called me earlier, one of the big homies, and mentioned that to me, and I just told them the
Hmm.
same thing like a few hours ago. You know what I'm saying? So like, if somebody out there do that, they tap in with me. Like I most definitely will consider it. You know what I'm saying? As long as as long as it's right. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, out of the 17 years you did, what was the most harshest time you had out of those 17 years that made you say, I got to make a change? That this, no, I
Being being
gotta,
being being on drugs, man.
yeah,
Being in a chaotic situation, the drugs ain't making no better. You know what I'm saying? Because them free world habits
mm,
was still attached to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't never seen nobody take nobody's cell phone in prison.
yeah,
I did that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm pretty sure it's some more people, but like it started on first. You know what I'm
damn,
saying? Like with my attitude and when aggression, I try to control everything through aggression. Like I said, I wasn't thinking about going home. And like
mm-hmm,
all it took was for a person to kind of like be at odds with me or say something that I really don't like. And that right there will be my reason. You know what I'm saying? I took 5 niggas' phones over there in 15
shit,
months at one point in
shit,
time. I was full of them drugs. You know what I'm
damn,
saying? Still walking around that bitch. It wouldn't be no get a nigga phone and trying to catch out to get moved, nothing. I'm pulling up to the bars. Like I'm pulling up in the free world at a nigga front door. You know what I'm saying? Pulling up with that bang and trying to get the door rolled, like in the free world. Like some of them dudes, they weren't prepared. I mean, a nigga will be like, oh, nigga ain't gonna do me like that. Or I'm pretty sure there's some ignorant motherfuckers out there that they ain't gonna go for this shit. But shit, you know, a lot of them dudes, shit, when they were put in that situation, like shit, they probably had kids, they probably had a family. You know what I'm
right?
saying? At the time, I ain't had no kids. I ain't had. I wasn't looking forward to nothing.
You
I was
wasn't,
just
you
trying to
didn't, and
trying
you
to.
didn't care,
Yeah, I ain't care. Cause however I woke up, that was the type of day I was gonna have. You know what I'm
right?
saying? And at the end of the day, shit, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? We just eat Johnny's. We can go to emergency room, whatever. Like I wasn't even tripping. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it just was how I was feeling at the time. Then
Right,
them drugs ain't making no better. You know what I'm saying? Them drugs ain't making no better. So like I didn't experience that part, being on drugs in penitentiary. I'd have been the dope man, the one getting shit in. You know what I'm
right,
saying? I'd have been you know what I'm saying, the one that's out there getting everything. Like I'd have tasted it. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I started noticing like I just said in that part three on their YouTube. It's one thing getting the pack in when you feel like you're trying to run the play and set up shop. It's one thing getting it in. It
Right.
takes for you to sit down and plan it, and then
Mm-hmm.
make sure everything go right. I mean, you got to make sure people don't know about it, or they can try
Right.
to intercept anything through the laws of them. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing to get it, but it's a whole nother ball game trying to get up off
Get
of it
rid of it.
successfully. Yeah,
Yeah, I
successfully,
remember you
where
saying
you
that.
got your money, because that's what it's supposed to be for. Then that's without
Right.
putting it in the toilet because the law is coming, or the law is
Right.
popping you with it, where you got a whole nother case. So it's like it's gonna force you to sit down and think. And then when
Right.
you down there taking people phones, it's like, what I'm saying, that's gonna force you to think. Because now you gotta be aware at morning time when the doors roll, in the
You gotta
showers,
have
in
a
the
hiding
shower
spot
hall.
for it.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta, yeah, you got an offense, defense 24/7, you know what I'm saying? On every level. Even when you're trying to do the right thing, offense and
Right.
defense, you know what I'm saying? I done had people try to set me up. You know what I'm saying? Slide some methamphetamines under my door because they don't want to get into it with me and jump on tip line and say I had drugs. That's how I got a possession case
Crazy.
right
Whoa.
before I made parole. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
that's
saying?
crazy.
So it's a constant offense, defense, mind frame. You know what I'm saying? The
Right.
penitentiary. Rather you trying to do the wrong thing or doing the good thing. Like you always got to think about what's going on, what's finna happen, who you dealing with, and how you finna move. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah.
Hey, were you in prison when the cell phones first came to prison, or were they already there?
Nah, I'm pretty sure they was already there, man. It's just like it took me 3 years to be on first and even touch a cell phone. Like I said,
Oh,
I barely got along with people. You know what I'm saying? I just got along with who I got along with, and like the ones who probably was in that lane.
uh-huh.
They ain't gonna want to deal with nobody like that. Like they trying to do something like this here, and I'm bringing a whole different type of energy. That shit don't mix. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like I ain't touched none of that shit till 2013. You know what I'm
Damn.
saying? So 2010 to 2013, I thought the penitentiary was just working out, getting tattoos, squabbling,
Hmm.
and that was it. I was
That's
ignorant.
kind of
You
what
know
you
what I'm saying?
prepared your mind for going in there, huh?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, by 2013, when I first started getting that lane, then my vision started opening. I'm like, damn, this shit hurt. I've been missing all this shit this whole time. I'm thinking I knew everything. I ain't know shit. You know what I'm saying?
What
So
about classes? Did you take any classes or anything in there? Like, is there a point of your the 17 years that you start taking like some classes? Like, man, I gotta start getting my mind prepared for getting out. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna be real with you, homie. Like I ain't go to school, none of that shit. My whole time except for when I got out of SIG the last time and I was trying to
Mm,
go home. The first time I came up for parole, they gave me a 3 year set off. I was still on game file. I ain't never had nothing. There was no certificate for nothing. I ain't did shit. You know what I'm saying? So I had a parole lawyer and shit, but I ain't had nothing to work with. You know what I'm
right.
saying? While versus you had other people going to college courses, getting trades, and them the individuals they was considering letting out on parole. You know what I'm saying? So I peep game fast. I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? So I started signing up for everything. I started signing
Mm.
up for whatever. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that I did get in was that the introduction to construction careers.
Oh
That's like
shit.
something you gotta get. You know what I'm saying? It's like a 4 month, 6 month class. But that's the only
Did you
thing I
like it?
got as far
Did
as
you
education.
did you like it?
Oh, shit, they kind of let me like grab tools and show me how the tools work, like the
Mm.
saws and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That was like in 2000 and maybe 20 24 25 something like that.
Right.
Something like that. Probably like 24 25 something like that, man.
Hey, another question I wanted to ask you, man, is do California do people from California do Californians have a hard time making it in prison out there?
No, not really. Not
Yeah.
really, man. For the most part, I mean, you're gonna have some individuals that probably out of everywhere. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have some people that's questionable, but the majority, you know what I'm saying, if they official, man, I mean, it ain't gonna be no problem. You know what I'm saying? If anything, you know what I'm saying. You know that's land, so it's like shit. They be good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, that's good to know, man. So what's your plans, man? I know you got a lot planned, man, for when you got out and shit. I seen you went hit Trail Burgers for the first time. You know how what's the plans, man? What you got in the plans? You know, as far as
Man, really, whatever, man. As long as it's going forward or it's gonna count for something,
mhm.
shit, we're gonna step into it. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, this right here, this just the beginning, man. It's a whole bunch of stuff I still ain't seen yet. Still ain't been to no beach. I gotta wait, get out this leg monitor. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm out here. I'm out here, man. As long as it's pushing forward, it's gonna count for something. You know what I'm saying? We can put it together.
Yep, that's good shit, man. Once again, though, man, let everybody know. Let everybody know your handles on social media, man, so they can go to your channel. Because the main reason I brought you here is because I want to help you out. I want to get some of my people to come check your channel out. I've already been sending people over there already. So yeah, let everybody know. Let everybody know your channel, man, and how they can contact you or whatever they can do, and put up your cash app too, man, because you might have some people that want to support your, to support your movement, man. You know, especially you doing good and you trying to go the right way, man. I'm pretty sure it's some people that want to support your movement. So let everybody know your handles, and also I'm gonna post up the your cash app too. But let everybody know.
Okay, man. Like for right now, just go to YouTube. Type in Four Trey Jose. 4 times 3 JOSE. You know what I'm saying? And you'll see my stuff pop up. Uh anything else, man, I'm just have you post on here. Cause
Yep.
like the email and all that, I just had you kind of post it because
Oh,
I
another thing, the clothing line. You want me I can post that too, but let the people know that's watching live right now, how they can get your clothing line, like your merch and stuff like that.
okay, man. All you gotta do is really tell me the size, color, you know what I'm saying, and just send it to me. Matter of fact, I'm just have you post it, man. Post my email, you know what I'm saying? Post my email
Yeah,
or
I, I'll post.
just send me a message. Just send me a message on the YouTube thing.
I'll post all of
I
that.
probably send my number. I probably send my number more than likely. I got a
Right,
mail and shit out where I can just talk to you direct, let you know everything good.
right. All right, so this is what I like to do, man. Like I said, my channel is called Awkward Beginnings, which is a metaphor for growth, for a rough childhood that turns into growth. Give me your awkward beginning story about how when you start seeing the light in prison and decided that you had to make a change, and what it became of. You know what I'm saying? What that light made you actually see.
Okay. Like an awkward beginning. Let's see. Like I say, man, coming up, moving how I was moving, that's all I knew. That's all I knew, man. I was closed minded to receive any type of information that would help me. I was closed minded to live any other way because I
Mhm.
really ain't see it when I was coming up. What I seen, I felt like that's what success was. That was how it's supposed to be. So anything that wasn't like that, I was closed minded to it. You know what I'm saying? It took me to, like I say, spend that time in prison. It took for me to go down there and experiment with what was going on as far as the gangs, the violence, the drugs. And then, like I say, man, when the opportunity came for me to go home, where I had a chance, I ended up meeting my girl right before that when I got sick the second time. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? And she started feeding me new ideas, new plans. Like, baby, you can move out here. You know what I'm saying? Like we can do this, we can do that. So shit that wasn't really nobody else telling me. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, I learned how to think in prison, even from the streets. So just me hearing ideas and plans and kind of looking at it, it seemed possible.
Mm.
So when that 14-year mark came, when I had a chance to go home, that's when I was like, shit, it ain't gonna happen by itself, man. I gotta put that work in just like I was in the streets. You want something to shake, you gotta put that work in. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you want to try to make a breakthrough, you gotta put that work in. If you want to see any type of results, you got to put forth the effort, start taking the necessary steps so you can see some results. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So it's like right now, my vision and opened up. You know what I'm saying? Like I see it's unlimited out here, depending on what you into. There's plenty of opportunity out there. Versus in prison, your options are limited. I hear you got options. You got people who will help you, whatever you trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Or you could help somebody else. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? It's just like it just depends what type of mind frame you in, what type of mindset you in. So, like I say, I don't regret anything coming up, anything I really went through, because it makes this right here taste much better. It
Right.
makes me appreciate it way more than I did back then, because I know what that feel like. Now this
Hmm.
right here is like, you know what I'm saying? It's so much to explore, it's so much to advance in. So it's like I'm just appreciative of everything. You know what I'm saying? So it worked hand in hand, everything from the streets to the penitentiary. Because in the penitentiary you're gonna meet people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You're gonna meet people, good and bad. And like I said, I come out here and
Hmm.
some of them individuals, they the ones pulling up on me. They the ones, you know what I'm saying? So it all worked hand in hand. You know what I'm saying?
All right. So I got a lot of nephews and little homies in jail, man. Give them a message, man. Let them know why they don't want to go to prison. Because a lot of the youngsters out here, they feel like um, it's a passage, you know, it's a passage to be able to make it to prison. Let them know why they don't want to go to prison, man. The prison ain't the place for them.
Okay, check this out. When I was young, I knew I was gonna go to prison. You know what I'm saying? In my mind, I already seen what I was gonna look like. I already see what I wanted to do. I felt it. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And it seemed like that's what I wanted to do. Back then, going to prison, to me it was cool. You know what I'm saying? Like man, them niggas just got out the pen. You know what I'm saying? So that's something I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? But when I got down there, you can find the fun out of it, but it's dangerous also. Like I say, the drugs down there right now, people dying off from drugs, man. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? They putting their shit on it.
they
Man,
dying
listen,
left and
homie,
right.
they putting their shit on their paper. Niggas smoking their paper. That should be laced with fentanyl, and niggas just trying to get high and they don't wake up. So that's another thing to watch out for. You know what I'm saying? Or you can go down there and my little nephew, shout out to Fat Boy, R.I.P. He just got killed on Micah's unit, February the
Man,
6th this year, 26 years old. You know what I'm saying? Said it choked him out. He was a crip too, fired was Hooverland. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he only had a 6-year sentence. He wasn't no pushover at all. You know what I'm saying? So it's like sometimes you just get caught in situations where you can only control so much.
hmm,
In the cell that he was in G5. That means you in there with another cellie. Y'all don't never come out the cell. If y'all do, it might be an hour a day. Y'all shower, everything in the cell. You know what I'm saying? So just think, if you in there with somebody as aggressive as you, y'all getting high or y'all just squabbling in there, ain't no laws walking by, probably once or twice a day,
dangerous.
if that. You know what I'm saying? So you gonna get tired. You gonna get tired. So it's like the fight really don't start when the fight start. The fight start when y'all get tired. That's when the fight start.
Damn, yeah, that's
So if somebody
crazy.
grab you, start choking, and he just as aggressive as you, like shit. It's just a situation you only can control to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? I'm just sharing that piece with y'all. Like, it's so much more you can do with your time as of right now. You ain't
Hmm.
gotta wait 30 years to start realizing you could do something else. You ain't gotta wait 40 years to do that. Cause on some real shit, homie, like I had to have some self-talks for myself. You know what I'm saying? It was some older niggas that pulled into me down in the penitentiary that were telling me they were saying, cuz, like, in reality, a nigga who 28 years old that we call squares,
Hmm.
shit, the average motherfucker go probably have a wife, kids, a house, a vehicle. and he could manage life. He might be going to work and shit, but he could manage life.
And he damn near getting ready to retire.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And like, I don't knock nobody, but at the same time, I'm just telling you how I was moving. I'm
Mm-hmm.
28, 30, 35 years old, 36 years old, still running them same plays I was running when I was 22 years old, 23 years old. Now they looking at me like, say, cool, that's a big home, but I'm still running the same type of plays these niggas running. When in
Right.
reality, I supposed to be the one set already, like, you know what I'm saying? So I had to have them self-talks with myself and be like, say, nigga, like, you supposed to be more better than this. And
Mm-hmm.
let them know that they could be better than this. They ain't gotta wait, nigga, 35, 36, 40 years old to finally realize because shit, nigga, right now, if you out there just head how I was moving out there, homie, if I wouldn't have been in prison, a nigga probably would have been to smoke me. You know what I'm saying? So it's
So
like,
that's
what
basically saying that, like you saying that basically prison saved you, saved your
I
life.
mean, I feel like God had a purpose the whole time. You know what I'm saying? God run the show. Whether you believe or not, man, shit. It took me to go through all that. I was very, very rebellious back then towards anything, spiritual, whatever. But hey man, God is real, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like all I want to say to the younger generation is give yourself a chance, man. Give yourself a chance
Yeah.
because you could be way more than anybody else think you can. Anything you set your mind to, you can do that. Just start having them type of self-talks with yourself. Start making plans and ideas about what you want out of life or how you will want life to be. And you'll start getting ideas, man. You'll be surprised if you start getting resources. You'll be surprised if, you know what I'm saying, it starts shifting for you. But
Mm-hmm.
you got to give yourself a chance. You know what I'm saying? I wish the best for everybody, man. Like, if we ain't telling the younger generation that they could be better than us, then we ain't
We
doing our
hating.
job, man. Because that's
We
what it's
hating on
about.
them.
The younger generation, they supposed
Yep.
to be better than us.
And
You know what I'm saying?
the future is theirs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, straight up.
Yeah, man. And I appreciate you coming to my channel, giving me a chance. You know what I mean? I know you got a busy schedule going. Uh, so I appreciate you coming to my channel and lacing my people, man. And like I said, I'm gonna put everything in the description, how to get in contact with you, your YouTube channel, your merch, everything. You know what I'm saying? This video is showing live right now, so people are probably watching it live right now. But I'm gonna re-edit it and put it out a little bit later. But yeah, man, I really appreciate you giving me a chance, and I'm glad that you was able to hook up with Spade. Hopefully, you can hook up with Spade, and y'all can come out here, man. We have a good time. You know what
Yeah,
I
it's
mean?
understood. I just gotta wait. I get out this leg monitor, man. That's one of my
Yeah,
goals. I want to shoot out there, man.
and that's what he
Oh,
was saying. He wanna get you out here, man, so you can see something different. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
that'll be a good thing. You know.
yeah,
So
that's understood, man. Like I say, I want to shout out to California, man. You know what I'm saying?
oh
As much
yeah, for
love to
sure.
y'all. And I just appreciate y'all for having me.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. And you already know, man. If you need me, I'm a phone call away, brother. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna close this out. Oh yeah, give OG Percy a shout out too, man.
Yeah,
Shout out
shout out to
OG Percy,
OG
man.
Percy. Shout out to Lord T4L. Shout out
Yeah,
to
yes,
CEO
yes,
Hockley. To
yes,
everybody, man. My nigga Blue Hands. You know what I'm
yes,
saying? Shout out to all the boys, man.
yep. But yeah, yeah, man. Everybody hit up Fortre Jose, man. All you gotta do is type his name up. A bunch of stuff gonna pop up, man. So, all right, bro.
All right, homie.
All right.